Hello all, Seriously's here with another tips and tricks video. Today we're going to talk about outfits. Where did I get this outfit? People have been asking me in a couple of videos recently from tips and tricks videos where I got this item, where I got that item, where'd you get that outfit from? Well, today we're going to talk about the wares, but first let's start with a disclaimer. We have one big unsatisfying answer, and that is a lot of customization options are from expeditions, and those are over. We do not currently have the ability to run old expeditions. I think there is a way using your system clock, but I don't know how well that works. I haven't looked into it too much, but hopefully in the future we will be able to get expeditions of any number run at any time, so you can get stuff from an expedition. For example, if I just face this way real quick, this backpack here is from, I want to say, Expedition 4. We can go take a peek in a second. That's what the tip is about today, where to get certain items from. We're going to start here at the Appearance Modifier, though, where you change your outfit. Let's just go over to this one so I don't change anything accidentally. I think that's my first outfit. So there's a couple of items that we need to talk about first. Every species here except the Korvax has its own unique customization item. So let's start, I guess, with the autophage. The autophage is a species at the end of the game. After you've done all your main story missions, you get robot parts and outfits and stuff. You can mix and match. In fact, any species can use the robotic body parts after you've unlocked them. But I'm pretty sure they come from an expedition. We'll go check in a minute. But the unique items for the autophage, like for most races, is in the head items. This one here. Crimson and the Atlantid also came from an expedition. Those are unique and can't be picked. In fact, all of the heads for the autophage can't be picked by any other race. And that's what you might run into when you're trying to get a certain outfit picked. You might find, where's this item? I know I have it unlocked. Why can't I get it? You're on the wrong species. You got to pick a different species. The Gek have one that I've never even seen before. It's also in head. I don't know when this got added to the game, but they have a cowl now. That looks pretty neat. In fact, that might look pretty neat combined with Returner's Drape. Is that the one I use? Yeah, body shape. There we go. So the Returner's Drape, people have asked, but where'd you get that poncho? That's a really cool poncho. I agree. It's a super cool poncho. I use it on many of my advanced saves. And it comes from the autophage missions. So we'll go over that in a second as well. Traveler heads. These are where all the funky heads are at. If you see an interesting weird head or an alien looking head, a robot head, there's Ares, all the aliens, I guess you'd call them, on the anomaly here. Their heads are in the race for Traveler. But the unique one for these is the horrific flesh helmet. You can pick some cool colors on there, change some markings, get a third color. Oh, look at that eye. How do we change that eye to something secondary color? Oh, we have to actually pick an eye. We were on blank. Okay. Ooh, creepy. This one comes from Tainted Metal at the Scrap Merchant underneath the staircase on a space station. You're looking at the staircase by the Guild Envoy. You go down the stairs over by the Appearance Modifier on the space station. No. This terminal here on a space station, right under the stairs beside this thing, you'll find the Scrap Merchant. That's where you get that head item. By Keen, it has a head item in here as well that is unique and can't be applied to any other species. The sandworm head. You can see it's a very long neck. Look at that. Oh, come on, get out of the way, arm. Robot arm. I'm trying to show this head here. Not my favorite head, but if you do want this one, you have to pick a Vy'keen race. I mean, nobody can tell you're a Vy'keen anymore. And let's see. That should be it for those. The anomaly is the default race that we all usually start as with a new character. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe. Yes, in fact, all of the unique helmets that you get from Quicksilver and Expeditions, pretty much all of them have to be anomaly. So everything up to Lambda is what we start the game with. You can pick any of these 11 heads on your anomaly character to start. Choose the colors, all that stuff. Sparse Horizons is Quicksilver. In fact, I think we're done over here. Let's go find out where to get these from, or where to find out where they're from at least. And that is over at the Drip Merchant down here, the Quicksilver Synthesis Companion. He is your #1 stop for finding out where stuff is from. We're going to talk to him. First things first, if you see somebody in a video or on the anomaly and you got multiplayer on and you see an item that you're like, where is that from? Where do I get it? You can ask the person. It's probably not going to be responded to on the anomaly, but in a video, absolutely ask me, ask anyone else. Most content creators will be happy to tell you where they got that from. But if you don't have time, come over here and click on 1 or 3. Let's start with 3. We'll just showcase this here. I've got all of these items unlocked already on this character, except a couple of eggs and weapons and stuff like that. But what we can do is change what we're looking at. We don't have to look at all items. We can go to just Expedition 1. We can scroll through and see all of the rewards from Expedition 1. If you're on a new save that never ran any of these old expeditions, you should still have these categories here, and instead of previously collected, it'll be red and grayed out. The whole item will be grayed out. You can't collect it. It'll have red text saying run expedition or complete Expedition 1 to earn, something like that in red text. But you'll get to see them and highlight them like this and see what they are. You get to see where they come from. There's a little bit of a faster way. Instead of going through 14 expeditions one at a time, if we go back to all items and we go the other way, we can go through not owned, we can go through curiosities, companions, multi-tools, starships, and look at that, appearances. Now this category here will also have stuff like titles in it. It will have stuff like decorations for your pet as well, and jetpack trails, which, you know, it's another customization. So there's lots of stuff to look through in here. But if you can't figure out, did that cape come from an expedition? Look in here, go to appearances, scroll through. You can find all the capes without going through every expedition one at a time. You can find all the jetpacks. There we go. Exotic wing pack. Let's figure out, we said we were going to figure out where that's from. I said 4. No, it's not from 4. Was it from 3? It's not from 3. 5. There we go. Expedition 5 got us the exotic wing pack. If you're looking for that, ask Hello Games for a redux of Expedition 5 if you want the exotic wing pack, or ask Hello Games to let us run any expedition at any time. So the other thing you can do, like I said, talk to the Drip Merchant here and go #1 and do the exact same thing. Instead of all items, we're going to scroll through to appearances. This will also affect stuff like your Minotaur and stuff like that. Apparently, I didn't think we'd get that. You know, I'm going to collect that right now because we earned that from our optional progress up here. That's great. The legs are also unlocked now, but I have to go collect them on my expedition save, and then I'll be able to get them for free over here. So yeah, we can go through the appearances for Quicksilver. Anyone can spend Quicksilver they earn from the Nexus terminal on weekend missions or Nexus missions that give Quicksilver as a reward for these. So I can't remember how much each of these cost. Once you buy them, it doesn't show the cost anymore, but they range from 400 to 3,000 for different things here. So you got to be saving up some money. Got to do lots of weekend missions, but this is where most of the really cool items come for. Starship trails, freighter trails, all kinds of cool things in here. Banners. I don't really get most of the banners. They're only 220 and I could get them, but I don't get them. Figurines for your starship are even in here. And here's where all of the iterations come from. If you don't, you know, I said we have these, we don't start the game with these, but if you want to be this guy from the Space Anomaly or the Owlhead, a lot of people like the Owlhead. I like the Owlhead too. Lots of feathers. You got to buy them for Quicksilver. So that's where those come from. That's where all of these unlocks for the Anomaly character, if you don't want to be a traveler like these guys. The armor, if you can't figure out where the armored set of stuff comes from, that's just Quicksilver. All of these items are Quicksilver. This is the guy, oh, thank you. Thank you. This is the guy you want to talk to right here. You. Yes, you. Quicksilver Synthesis Companion. He is our man for figuring out where stuff comes from on the fly. If you don't want to wait for a response from somebody you send a message to, this guy can help you figure it out. He won't help you get it. That's the unfortunate thing. We got to talk to Hello Games. We got to make this terminal over here work for us round the clock. I think the only time we shouldn't be able to pick our own expedition of any number to run whenever we want is when there's a new expedition running, like right now with Expedition 14 Liquidators. I really enjoy that one. I might run that on this save. But that's it for today. We're just talking about where to get your outfits from, and that's the guy right there. He's got most of the stuff you want, and he can help you figure out which things you missed to get the things you want, hopefully in the future. But that's it for today. Till next time, have a good time.